I'm Peggy.
I'm Isla.
I'm Lucy.
And today we're going to talk about watershed, what a watershed is and how it works. So we're going to start with a blank piece of paper, and you're going to very gently crumble it. Okay. Just crumble it a little bit. And then you're going to open it back up. The paper becomes like a landscape. So here's my land. Okay, I'm going to take green and I'm going to make that the ridges of the mountains. So here's my mountain ridge up on top. And I'm going to take a blue pen and make that the water. And the water is going to follow the downward creases. So this will be like rivers, okay? Or streams or creeks. And then I might add some pollution. Like maybe somebody dumped some motor oil out on the ground. Maybe over here there's some pollution on this side. Let's look and see what happens when it rains. Okay. You ready for the rain? Okay. So let's look at Lucy's. So
Whoa,
she
that
had
looks really
the mountain
cool.
ridges, and then she drew the streams in there, and that water is still running off. It must be running off to the ocean. And Lucy, show us what happened with your orange. I take it the orange was pollution?
Yeah, so the orange and the black was pollution, and then the orange mixed with the blue, and then it made a greener color, but then that meant that the water got more polluted.
So we see where you put the pollution really close to the water. It just over here on this side too, we can see it ran into the streams. That's why we have to be careful with our watersheds, because that's where so many of us get our drinking water, and plants and animals too. They need clean water. You can really see over here, Lucy, how that pollution just ran from where they put it. When it got rained on, it just ran right down the slope of your...
Oh look, here's the ocean.
There's the ocean, yeah. So that's what happens in a watershed sometimes, a lot of times, is pollution runs into the watershed. So we were talking about watershed. We did an activity to show what happens in a watershed. Watershed basically is when there's precipitation and the water collects in creeks or streams and flows to lakes, and there can be little watersheds and bigger watersheds, and they're all tied together. But everything does flow downhill, right? Because of, you know why. What do we call that?
Gravity.
Gravity, right. So even if we talk about pollution could be trash too. Your wrapper from your snack, or the little doggy bags that people pick up and stuff like that. When it rains, it's all going to get washed downhill, and it's all going to collect somewhere. And so we have to think about pollution, and not only chemical pollutions or motor oil or things like that, but we also have to think about trash, garbage that has run down the hill. So we all need to be careful and not pollute our outdoor spaces.